I wasn't prepared for such direct questions. I don't do a whole lot of interviews. My name's Mike Stone. I grew up in Casper, Wyoming, and I've been living in San Diego, California for the last 21 years, trying to pursue a life in music. I play primarily the drum set. It is my favorite instrument. Various conglomerations, different setups for different projects, different styles of music, dependent on what band I'm playing with, what type of music is being asked of me to play. Reinier is a friend of mine in Holland, actually. We've never actually spoken directly. I've never spoken with him on the phone. We've just communicated through emails and through Facebook and back in the day MySpace, where I discovered him myself. He would do a lot of MIDI compositions that were very unique. They really had their own identity, and that always strikes a chord with me. The tracks that I played to today, he sent me just a few months ago, and I basically absorbed those into my system and attacked them as just an immersive project where I just wanted to add something to it and just have fun with it. And it was really a very organic thing, as electronic as it was. The greatest thing about doing music at all is the fact that there will always be somebody better. There will always be somebody that's showing me something new. So there's always room to grow and always room to learn. And that's probably the most exciting thing about doing music, period. The kinds of music that I'm most interested in, I would say, are more along the Avant Garde or experimental, along the lines of Secret Chiefs 3 or Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. Lots of experimental stuff, like even down-tempo stuff like Tortoise. Anything that's different is more exciting for me because I've been playing in bands for the last 28 years, and a lot of the time it ends up being mainly blues and rock oriented, which is all fun, and it's always fun to just play, even if I've played in country projects and classic rock projects and of course the dreaded cover band where you're playing Jimmy Buffett and all that kind of thing. But it's still fun to just play. But as far as what's really exciting, I need to hear something new. Today we're at Big Fish Studios in Leeuwenhoek, California. This is probably the nicest studio that I've ever had the pleasure of working in. And I've worked in a lot of small project studios. The room itself is a beautiful room with great sound. It is so easy to get a good drum tone in this room. All kinds of great mics that I would love to eventually find in my own possession someday. But that's unfortunately outside of my budgetary constraints, so. Blink-182 did a lot of their albums here. As I Lay Dying. I think you noticed earlier Heavy Vegetable, which I'm not familiar with. I should talk to you about that later. Again, always looking for new stuff. Megadeth is recorded here. POD is recorded here. Switchfoot recorded here. They're like a local star. They started in Encinitas, kind of like some sort of a surf band and like a surf rock band, I guess. That's the that's the idea I get. I really am not very familiar with what they do. So the piano in this place is actually used to be owned by Stevie Wonder and was used in the recording of Songs of the Key of Life. Probably the premier studio in San Diego. I've been working in the swimming pool industry as the day job, as so many musicians and other artists end up doing. And through those years, I've found many stainless steel pool filter tanks. And I've found that they have a variety of tonal qualities. They're very percussive, they're very industrial sounding, and very exciting in different settings. In many instances, they sound like sampled electronic drums or something that you would get out of a factory. I really enjoy listening to and playing a pretty wide spectrum of music. Anything from complex or difficult to follow music, which I find very stimulating and challenging, and that helps me to learn and grow. But also, I like listening and playing a lot of things that are very, very simple and straightforward, or maybe understated or subtle. But Reinier and I have been kind of trading tracks back and forth and just trying to encourage each other to compose more. He seems to find more time to compose than I do, so I have a lot of catching up to do, but it gives me something to aspire to again. Short-term projects, I'm really looking forward to breaking myself from saying a lot